Over the last month, back-to-back paper leaks and systemic crashes have paralyzed India's education system. When you look at this crowd of students actively protesting the compromised NEET exams, you're looking at a fraction of the 30 million young citizens whose futures are currently in limbo. A man overseeing this entire apparatus is Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan. Despite dozens of compromised exams and massive systemic failures on his watch, the country has yet to hear a single meaningful apology or see anyone at the top take moral responsibility. There might be a very simple reason for that apathy. The minister's own family didn't have to navigate this chaos. His daughter bypassed the Indian system entirely, securing an expensive law degree from Tufts University in the United States. When the people designing a national system don't actually require their own families to use it, the urgency to fix it disappears. The incentive structure is entirely broken. This dynamic contradicts the ruling party's loud public platform of vocal for local and domestic self-reliance. But the opposition is doing the exact same thing. Top political figures across the aisle rely heavily on foreign institutions. Leader of the opposition, Rahul Gandhi, holds degrees from Harvard, Rollins College, and Cambridge. From Shashi Tharoor to Supriya Sule, the political elite consistently choose foreign soil for their children's education and careers. For top-tier bureaucrats, military officials, and cabinet ministers, the ultimate status symbol, the great Indian dream, is securing overseas residency and foreign degrees for their heirs. Most people look at this mass exodus of elite families and see standard political hypocrisy. But parking your immediate family and financial interests inside a rival nation creates a massive, invisible backdoor for foreign intelligence to exploit. Modern global conflicts are rarely decided by aircraft carriers or nuclear threats. The most effective leverage is quiet, personal, and economic. Consider the explicit warning issued by Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov. He laid out exactly how the United States pressures foreign diplomats before major international decisions. According to Lavrov, American officials directly threaten foreign delegates by targeting their stateside bank accounts and the university visas of their children studying in the U.S., forcing them to vote in America's favor, right here on the UN Security Council floor. If a superpower can dictate a United Nations vote by holding a child's visa hostage, they can use that exact same tactic to extract favorable trade deals or manipulate a rival's military strategy. Let's apply that threat model to India's current cabinet, starting with the portfolio most exposed to international pressure, foreign commerce. Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal is responsible for negotiating tough trade deals with the United States. Meanwhile, both his son and daughter graduated from Harvard, and his son runs an investment firm with offices in Mumbai and New York. Our chief diplomat, External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar, faces a similar overlap. His son is a Georgetown graduate working in Washington, D.C., and his daughter also holds a degree from an American university. Even more sensitive is the National Security Advisor, Ajit Doval. His own son is a British citizen running a hedge fund out of a tax haven, placing him entirely outside Indian legal and intelligence jurisdiction. By embedding their immediate families into the economies and institutions of foreign powers, India's highest-ranking defense and diplomatic officials have voluntarily handed leverage to the very nations they are sworn to negotiate against. Other global powers identified this vulnerability long ago. In China, they have a specific term for it, Lu Guan, which translates to naked officials, meaning leaders whose families and assets reside entirely overseas. Starting a decade ago, the government in Beijing launched an aggressive crackdown, identifying over 1,000 of these officials. Hundreds who refused to bring their families back to the mainland were systematically demoted or purged from sensitive posts to eliminate the intelligence risk. The United States takes a similar stance. To get a high-level security clearance, you undergo an intense assessment of your foreign family ties, overseas bank accounts, and business interests. If the risk of coercion is too high, you are denied access. The world's leading governments treat foreign-tied families as a critical security flaw. India, meanwhile, operates completely blind to the danger. Fixing this requires immediate legislation. India needs a mandatory disclosure law that forces all cabinet ministers, intelligence chiefs, and senior military officers to declare where their families live and study. If an official has immediate family holding foreign citizenship or permanent residency, they must be barred from holding sensitive defense or diplomatic portfolios. Critics will argue this violates a family's personal choice to study wherever they want, but the personal educational preferences of one official's family cannot override the sovereign security of a billion citizens. We will never see a functional domestic education system or a truly independent foreign policy until the people running the country are forced to actually live with the consequences of the systems they oversee.